Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. It's a lot going on. Sorry. I was still on that call with 44,000 black women. It ran a little late. Woo! Politics is like a doggone TV show. It is never ending. It's like a never America is its own reality show. I love it. I'm excited. People are excited. Listen. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. Welcome to LoveBabz, Love Talk. We about this thing now. People are excited. These 44,000 black women on that call last night raised $1 million in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. They raised over $1 million. And they ain't even get started yet. They just was like, who got some money right now? Put it up. $1 million in 3 minutes. I clicked on last night. I wasn't going to join this call because I just felt like whatever the instructions are, I would get them, right? So I didn't really need to be on the call. I was like, wow, I don't need to be on the call. When these sisters say this is what we doing, I'm in formation. I don't need to be on the call. I'm on formation. But then somebody sent me another message like, Babz, are you on this call? I was like, damn. I was like, all right, all right. So I thought it was going to be challenging to get on because Ife tried to get on earlier. We were sitting out on the porch and she couldn't get in. So I did it. I got right. And it was after it was like 9:15 when I got on the call because the call started around 8 or 9. No, it started whatever time it started. I got on late because I was thinking, well, it's probably already done. It'll tell me it's done. And I got on, and Dr. Janetta Cole was talking, and Donna Brazil. I was like, "All right, this is still going down. This is still going down." So let me say a couple of things and get people right, because people are a little crazy and they imagine all kinds of things. So let me help clear people's minds. See, what Joe Biden did was say country over my own personal ego. Because I get it. When you're a president, you want 2 terms. You want 2 terms because you just want 2 terms. You got work you want to finish or whatever. But he understood when he had them high level conversations with the people around him. He made a choice. He didn't start an insurrection. He didn't send people into the streets, with tiki torches. He didn't do any of that. He just said, I'm out. This is who I'm endorsing. Let's go get him. I don't know what's better than that. I don't know what's better than that. That's so honorable and so what you want in leadership anyway. Like that's what you want in leadership. Like you want that kind of integrity and you want that kind of commitment to country. Now listen, people, because I'm over at the New Haven Independent site, and somebody, I think, who was it said? Average taxpayer, who I don't know who that is. But I think they're going for Kamala, but they were like, the black community never embraced Harris. I you wasn't on that call last night, whoever you are. You wasn't on that call of 44,000 black women who are going to mobilize across this country. I'm sorry, who are mobilizing across this country. The black community was always for Kamala Harris. People always speaking for black people who ain't black people, or black people who ain't in with black people talking about black people. Y'all know the type. They don't got no black friends. They're not in nothing. They don't do nothing. Whatever. I could be wrong. And if they're wrong, call me up and tell me. Average taxpayer. So listen, our Connecticut delegation is behind this. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. It caught me off guard that he stepped back. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. I thought he would double because white men will double down on stuff. So I just thought, well, he's gonna double down. He's gonna get in there and get them told. Y'all, that's black speak for he gonna let him know that he is dead serious about being in this race. But after soul searching, he recognized, the threat tyranny is at the door. The threat to democracy is at the door. It's at the door. So It's at the door. And you gotta bring everything you got to these people. You gotta just bring everything they got. So I guess Trump is all pissed off. He he on his social media platforms whining. Like, why are you whining? This ain't got nothing to do with you. If you stand on business, then what you worried about? What are you worried about? If you stand on business, what are you worried about, Donald Trump? Why are you whining about this, what the Dems are doing? Because we damn sure ain't whining about what you're doing. To see the difference with us is your party don't have the courage of conviction to stand to take you down. They don't got the courage to do that. Democrats, on the other hand, listen, come over here. We got something to say. We got to talk to you. We got to talk to you. Now, listen, if Joe Biden said, I'm still running, I would have been riding with him. That's it. That's it. If he said, I'm following this through, I'm riding with him. I'm not going to gripe. I'm going to do what I need to do to help support that. That's cool. But now that he said, listen, I'm going to step down for the good of all of this. And I'm passing the torch to Kamala. I'm with it. Listen, let me tell you something about the Democratic Party. We got way more talent on our bench than they have on their bench. We have way more talent on our side than they do, and they know it. You talk about a rainbow coalition. Listen, there's no perfection in anything. So please don't tell people with this whole everybody is, whatever. I'm going to tell you something right now. And hear me, people. Everybody is problematic on this planet. Let me say it one more time. Everybody living and breathing on this planet is problematic. Everyone is problematic. There are no perfect candidates. You know why? Because there are no perfect people. But what we do have are people who are willing to do the best that they can with the tools and the abilities that they have. That's it. And here's what else I know. That whatever people do for the good of this country, many will benefit from it. Even the naysayers. The Republicans will benefit from having Kamala Harris as president. She's going to be their president too. Unlike Donald Trump, who believes he's only president to 10% of the people, and that's his people he plays golf with. He's only president to those people. He doesn't care about these people, not one bit. Not one bit. So now he's the old guy on the podium. And if anybody took the time to listen to him at their convention, at the GOP convention, with that word salad of mishmash, which he was, and here's the crazy part. There's a teleprompter with the speech up there so people could see it. He didn't even use that. So people were like, what is happening? He is running his mouth like he always does with no direction, no structure, no real, and the press has been too kind and not to pull that out. All right, press, here's your opportunity. So yeah, you can say whatever you want about the Democrats. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. But I tell you this, the work will get done and this country will march forward. And if you don't believe me, get your hands on the 900-page document of Project 2025 that they're trying to backpedal from. And I'm not convinced they read all those books that they took some cues from. I know they didn't read Fahrenheit 405, whatever it is. I know they didn't read that mess because none of them read. I know damn well they didn't read Animal Farm unless they read it in kindergarten, high school, and the way these dummies talk, somebody might have said somebody might have thrown these books at them and gave them a little synopsis because whatever. So if they base their little book, because I seen the Venn diagram of this whole, Project 2025 and the books that they pulled from. Was Hillbilly Elegy in there? Was that one of the books? Hold up, hold up. How you gonna write a book about Appalachia and you wasn't raised in Appalachia? I just, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. How you how you how you gonna how you gonna talk about how poor you were when you wasn't poor? I'm just asking for people. Just asking. Make it make sense. Because the Republicans have a habit of they'll just put anything out there and then everybody scrambles to verify it. They don't care because once it's out there and people heard it, they're not going to go back to find out if it's true. That's the gift of the Republican Party. They'll just say whatever and then it'll be out there. And by the time people figure out it's not true, they will have moved on to another lie. That's what they do. That's the game with them. So I like Kamala Harris, and as a matter of fact, I love her, and I'm about it. And so I'm in the group Black Women for Kamala. I'm in the group Women for Kamala. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I haven't donated any money yet because at the moment I don't have any to donate. but I am going to I'm going to get my money right so I can put some money in those coffers. But I was on that call last night and I'm gonna tell you, it was pretty powerful. I wasn't gonna be on that call. I just dropped in to see if I could get in, and I got in. And I made sure I said Connecticut. And our congressional delegation is standing firm and tall with her. So I honestly think she'll get all her the delegates that she needs, you know. And listen, I know people are talking they talk, but I'm gonna tell you something. We are all problematic. That's all I'm gonna say. And because we're all problematic, that doesn't mean we don't get to do stuff. We don't get to fight. We don't get to work on challenges. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is she's not a savior. You know what I mean? Like she's not a savior. She's not Christ incarnate. Or maybe she is. She could be. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm telling you, we want somebody to fix everything when it's us that has to fix everything. We are government. The government is not over there. The government is where you sit. You're the government. You're the government. We the people. It's we the people. So anyway, I got my chucks and my pearls. I'm about this. I got my chucks in my. You see me? I bought these when she became vice president. When she was on the ticket to be vice president. And these are the sparkles. They got a shimmer to them. I like a shimmer. I'm a girl for a shimmer. These are my Chuck Taylors. And these are my pearls. I've got a ton of pearls. Listen, let me tell you something about Black women. Any self-respecting Black woman in a club, sorority, group, or anything got pearls. If you grew up in the church, you got pearls. If you went off to college, you got pearls. If you're in a sorority, you got pearls. If you're in a Black women's group or club, you have pearls. I got all kinds of pearls. I got 100-yard strand of pink pearls. I got these beautiful, heavy glass bead pearls. I got pearls that were my grandmother's that I do not wear because they're just too delicate. So I open them up, I look at them. I think they need to be restrung. I got all kinds of pearls. I don't play about my pearl game. And before it's all said and done, I'm gonna give me another pair of Chuck Taylors too. My friend Lauren, Anderson, who owns Possible Future Bookstore over there at 318 Edgewood. She's got a pair of Chuck Taylors that are like a little wedge, a little high stepping, and they're glittery. But the glitter doesn't come off there like in it. I want those. I'm gonna order those and get me a pair of those. Because that's what I wanted. These are nice. These are shimmery. So they're fine. I like a shimmer. I like a shimmer. But I want one of those high top wedge ones, that you could rock with all kinds of stuff. So that's on my my list of purchases. I can't get them right now. I don't got no money, but I'm gonna get them. uh, 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 Now we need a theme. We need some theme music. That came up too last night. We need some theme music. I just love us. I love us, and by us I mean Black women, because we was about it last night. We were just about it. It was inspiring to be on that call. I can't tell you everything that was said. I did take a screenshot, but I'm not posting that because everything ain't for consumption, for public consumption, for press consumption. That's all right. I'm a let that alone. But I was on the call, and a lot of folks here in New Haven were on the call. So, du- 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 du. So we need some music. So yeah, so now the Republicans are scrambling about how they gonna try to how they gonna square up against Kamala. Listen, you square with Kamala, you got about 6 million Black women, and this just sorority women. We ain't even add in Black club women yet and Black church women yet. We ain't even add them numbers in yet. Oh wait, and then the brothers are getting ready to have their call too. Brothers for Kamala. They about to have their call too. They are organizing as we speak, and they're getting ready to have their call too. So God knows you get some brothers on a call, and it's D9 men, and then Black club men. Shoot, are you kidding me? All the usher board, the deacon board. See, y'all don't see white folks don't know nothing about none of that. They don't know nothing about Black folks and how we get down. How we get down. You don't even know how we get down. The fish fries is about to happen, baby, in the next 48 hours. Ah! Ah! Oh my God. The fish fries, the spades tournaments, because we're gonna raise some money. We're gonna do it. So listen, let me tell you something. While we are in this moment, we got some real issues before us. And I make no mistake, people understand that there are real issues before us. That there is stuff going around the world that we have been duplicitous in, that we have ushered in, that we have tried to stop, have tried this. We got our hands in a lot of stuff. That hasn't changed. It's not going to change in the next 48 hours. It's not going to change in the next months, you know. So let's stay on message and on point, because we haven't won anything yet. We got to get to the business of winning. And then we can do all the work that we need to do. And let me tell you this is the other part that I know too. Anybody that sits in that president's office is going to disappoint us at some point. Nobody is going to do all the things perfectly or do what we think is right, because there are extenuating circumstances that we are not privy to, and decisions will be made that will feel like to us not what we want. That's just how that's like that at your job. It's like that at your house. It's like that in your neighborhood. People get too caught up in things without real thought and without real consideration. I listen, does not mean making excuses. I'm not making excuses for a damn thing. I don't make excuses for myself, and I'm not gonna make excuses for anybody else, you know. Uh, uh, I'm just, I'm just I just want people to have a clear head, because we put hopes, wishes, and aspirations on President Obama, that we never put on anybody else. And we'll probably do the same thing with Kamala. We will put hopes and aspirations and wishes on her. And while Black girl magic is real, there are other forces that have to be contended with on a regular basis. So I'm excited. I'm fired up. I feel good. Remember that? Fired up, feel good. Fired up, feel good. Fired up, feel good. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Huh. Huh. I need a song. Woo! I need a song. We need a song. Somebody go in the archives. And Kamala and I, we're in the same age cohort. She's 59. So, and she's been a sorority woman about as long as uh uh Ain't no half stepping on our law. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Ain't no half stepping. Is that you gonna put the Big Daddy Kane version to it? I go to work. We need that. I go to work. Harry on that DJ tip this morning. Harry must be feeling good because Harry likes women. So Kamala Harris is right up there, right up his alley. So and he like him smart too. So he like him smart. So while we all sitting around putting our money down on who's gonna be the her vice president, I like the list. I like the list. They're not gonna have two women because this country don't like women, so it's not gonna be two women. This America does not like women, so it's not gonna be two women. It's not gonna be Pete Buttigieg because America doesn't like gay people. So and even though he is the epitome of what we want family to look like and be like and act like, the hatred for him is going to be real rough. So it won't be him. It's not going to be another Black person because they're not going to have two Negroes in the White House. That's just not going to happen. So my money is on the Pennsylvania governor Shapiro. I like him. Gavin Newsom. I like him. He's good looking. He's talented. He's smart. He's witty. But I think you know what, he might come with a little bit too much baggage. And she's from California, he's from California. So that might not sit well because people will start that. Well, that doesn't represent all of the country. So you gotta have somebody who can sort of, and Pennsylvania is a big state, they got a lot of delegates. So I like Shapiro. He's young, he got a great looking family. There's no, as far as I could tell, there are no scandals, whatever. But listen, scandals don't seem to be a deterrent these days. Ask me how I know. We elected they elected a whole president which the scandal was part of his DNA. And now he asking you to be president again so he can stay out of jail. I'm like, you think I can have 34 count indictments and not go to prison? I ain't even have one and I went to prison. I was just a local person. I'm not saying I shouldn't have gone. That's not what I'm saying. I got what I got. I deserve what I got. It's fine with me. I'm not whining or sweating or bemoaning that, not one bit. What I'm saying is It's different standards, different strokes, different standards. So listen, we got work to do. If we want her in here, we got work to do. I'm put my cons on today and my pearls today. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna go do my work. We have a cons and pearls meet up on the porch. I listen, I'm not playing. I'm dead serious about that. However way I can help, I'm gonna help. If I gotta walk all over this neighborhood and convince people, then that's what I'm gonna do. This is important to me in my lifetime. Because I don't know if I'll be alive to see this come back around. I mean, I was overwhelmed when brother Barack became president. Let me tell you something. I never thought in my wildest dream that a black person could get to the White House. I just never and I listen, I stood 10 toes down with Reverend Jesse Jackson when he ran. I stood 10 toes down with Reverend Al Sharpton when he ran. And I understood why they run. It was necessary. Somebody had to stand in that space so that people could see that this is possible. Do you understand? That it is possible. That it is possible. And what Reverend Jesse Jackson did, you can think whatever you want. You can say whatever the hell you want about Reverend Jackson. But he lit the match to sort of say, it's possible, and brought us together. I was on the green that day when he spoke and they passed the bucket and people put money in the bucket for that campaign. I was on the green that day when he talked about his grandmother and how she gave him a name because he didn't have a name. Listen. So, you know, if Biden steps down, she would be president and run as an incumbent. It would be better. It would better her chances. Listen, I like her choices. I like the choices she got now, because I'm gonna tell you something. These sisters are on the ground right now as we speak. You thought, listen, it was black women who delivered Biden to the presidency. He says it, we know it, everybody knows it. It was black women. So you better damn well believe that black women will make a path for her to the White House. You better believe. See, people don't know nothing about black sorority life. They don't know nothing about these well over 100-year organizations of women across the globe. We are around the globe, these sorority women. They don't know nothing about it because for white folks and a lot of black folks, well, not a lot of black folks already know, but most white folks, they don't know nothing about black sorority life. They just think black sorority life is like white sorority life. It is not. It is a lifetime commitment for all of us. So when we pledge our lives to service, to public service, we mean it. We mean it. Not just in college. When we get out of college, we go back into these communities and we do what we do. You know how much scholarship money we have raised? We, meaning the collective Divine Nine, have raised to put kids and keep kids in college. You know how much money we've raised? You know how many hospitals we built around the world on the backs of our sweat and the pearls around our neck? Come on now. Come on now. We know what we're doing. We have delivered more votes and black votes in this country for people who didn't always have our best interests. Who didn't always have our best interests. And it was black women who said, Biden. It was black women. 56% of white women voted for Trump. 56%. And then it was black women who voted for Hillary Clinton. It was black women. It was black women. We needed a few more people to come on that movement to get her to be president. And white folks didn't even want to vote for white folks because this country don't like women. White, black, Puerto Rican, otherwise. This country doesn't like women. This country doesn't like women. Everything that they legislate in this moment is anti-women. They don't like women. They think women should be home and shut up and kicking out babies. And that's just white women. They don't give a damn about black women. Listen, it's true. You show me where it's not true. You show me how this country loves women. Any woman. They don't love women. They hate women. This is a country of white men who hate women. That's it. That's it. That's what it is. So when you know that, when you know that your country hates you, you got to coalesce. You've got to build your coalitions. You've got to get people to the table to get your agenda moved. That's what you got to do. That's it. That's it. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just, listen. Yeah. So, uh, so Donald Trump will be Donald Trump. And that's the crazy part. He's incoherent. He's all over the place. He represents the very worst of us, the very worst of what it is to be American, what it is to be human. He represents the very worst of us, honestly. And I don't say that flippantly. I don't say that because I feel some kind of way about him, and I do. But I also know that the division that he is willing to create continues to create, and the seeds of hatred that he is willing to sow is dangerous. Dangerous, you know. And he doesn't care. He doesn't care, you know. So, and he's whiny. He just whines and whines and whines and whines and whines. And that's a very unattractive quality, not just in a man, but in a leader. Do you know what I mean? Like that's an unattractive quality, that just whine. And honestly, I have very little tolerance for people who whine about everything. And if you whine about stuff and you ain't roll up your sleeves to fix a damn thing, what do you expect to happen? What do you expect to happen? You know, each and every one of us has the power to do something about what is happening in our neighborhoods, in our communities, in our homes. Each and every one of us has the ability to do something. you know, I'm just saying. I saw on the news this morning on Good Morning America how families are getting together and divvying up Costco memberships so they could go and jointly buy stuff and then chip in with each other. I think that's smart. Why don't we encourage more of that? I'm a 61-year-old black woman having a Costco membership. There's nothing I need in bulk. Nothing. Nothing. It's just me. I mean, my kids fend for themselves, right? You know, I don't have to buy mountains of groceries every week. I barely buy groceries. Bought two things. I bought the 2 containers of salads. Child, them things slimed up. It's like, you have to eat, you have to actually eat that stuff. I have zucchini in there, and I'm so afraid if I go see it, it's gonna be icky. And I really wanted zucchini because in my mind, I imagined stir frying it up with some onions. In my mind, I was thinking, yeah, this will be good. In reality, it's a drag. I love the idea of cost sharing associations, with farms and stuff. I love it. But the reality is it's too much for me. So, do you know what I mean? So that means I might have to go in with somebody, like 3 or 4 other people, and uh and do it. I don't know. I mean, if I wanna if I want to do it and support it. I feel so strongly about supporting farmers that I'm willing. So what I do is I just try to buy eggs because, I'll eat eggs or I won't. But, my kids will eat eggs. They're around. So, Margot won't eat eggs, but she bakes. So she'll use eggs while she bakes. My son Gregory will scramble an egg or two, every now and again. So, it's that kind of vibe. So, anyway. I just want I want leadership that feels like leadership and not school ground bully. Do you know what I mean? I want leadership that represents us in the world that says, I'm a bridge builder. I'm not a two-bit punk ass bully. That's what I want. I want that. And I want to see this whole the Trumpers, the MAGAs, I want them all to sort of go back into the hovels that they came from and be, unhappy amongst themselves. And trust me, another leader will come up for them uh, in the future, because these kinds of things rear their head. We've seen it already. History bears this out. We've seen Mussolini, we've seen Hitler, we've seen all kinds of dangerous people rise up. Kim Un-jung, Putin, all these dictators are us folks. Who believe that the way to lead is to grind their citizens to a pulp and to exhibit, you know, uh, uh, the illusion of power through force and violence as a way to incite fear. You know, terrorism. So I dare say there's always those types. And to the cat, what's his name? Menachem? What's his name? Meacham. You was a piss poor Democrat in Congress. You was a piss poor Democrat in Congress, dude. Why would you even dream that we would want you as president? We didn't have want your ass in Congress. Get out of here. Mount a presidential campaign at your peril. You just need a beat down. That's all. Anyway, uh, the world is the world is the world is what it is. The world is what it is, and we are in it. It's a good time to be alive, I must say. These are exciting times. These are exciting times. These are exciting times. And I'm here for it. I am here for it. So, I love all these memes. The memes are amazing. Yeah, it would. It would. It would. But no. I'd like to see her in a cabinet, you know, you know. Stacey Abrams. I like to see her in a cabinet post. She's not gonna be her vice president choice. Are you kidding me? Uh 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 I do think that. So uh and Stacey Abrams is around. I think she was on that call last night, you know, so we'll see what happens. No, she won't be a vice. She's not on that short list. But I bet you she in the room helping lay strategy. Because nobody's good at strategy like Stacey Abrams. Say whatever you want. And and if she didn't have, you know, white supremacy up against her in Georgia, she would be the governor. I'm just saying. So I'm I'm here for it. This is an exciting time, you know. We're gonna hold real ownership. We're gonna hold real ownership of this whole election season in ways that you ain't seen before. I already see, I feel it. I see it. I was on that call last night, and I'm gonna tell you something. And I don't even want to tell you all the heavy hitters unless they come forward and say. But there's some heavy hitters on that call last night. I mean, you know, it was some heavy hitters on that call. And they're not playing around. And within 3 to 4 minutes, they raised $1 million. Just say, hey, what you got? Put some money in the put some money in. You know, I was like, all right. I was like, okay. Listen, this is a good time. I don't think anybody saw this coming. I didn't see this coming. I'm gonna tell you right now. I was like, Biden, if you want to ride or die, I'm with you because I know what's on the other side. And it's not that I think, what they say. I think Biden was a very consequential president. I love that word, consequential. I heard Barack Obama say it. I heard a whole bunch of people have been saying it. Nancy Pelosi said it, consequential. And let me tell you something. He has done some things that no other president has done. And that, my friend, is one for the history books. One for the history books. That's one for the history. So no one could take that away. And God knows the Republican Party did everything that they could to like drag this man. They used his family, his son, they used all kinds of stuff. So you could drag Kamala Harris all she wants. She ain't been married 8,000 times. She got one husband she been married to for like 10 years. She don't got no children out there. You can say whatever you want. Single women could do whatever they want. You could say she was with somebody or not with somebody, whatever. I was single. What? This is what single women do. Single women go out there and do the do. Now I'm a married woman. This is what I do. Now I'm mamala. And wait. Saturday Night Live is gonna have a good ass time. They're gonna have a good ass time. You know why? Cause girlfriend is gonna bring the funny. You know uh uh Maya Rudolph, who plays she always plays Kamala in the skits, and she's the sexy Kamala. With the wind fan and the whole thing, the lips, the hair. No, she's the sexy Kamala. And it is hilarious and it's so good. So I know Maya Rudolph is in the wings, like, cue me up, cue me up. Unlike other parodies of presidents, uh uh I mean, I think uh Alec Baldwin as Donald Trump was probably the best ever, 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 ever. I, I thought it was the absolute best ever, 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 ever. But Maya Rudolph as Kamala Harris is pretty damn good too. Sexy, sexy vice president. And Kamala Harris is 59 years old, but she's a hottie. She's a baddie. She's a baddie. She's a baddie. And and you know what? She embraces it. She doesn't shy away from it. And Siriano makes her suits, and she wears a good ass suit. I thought Hillary Clinton wore a good ass suit, but Kamala Harris wears a good ass suit. You know why? Because Kamala Harris will put on them damn 3-4 inch heels. She's from that Nancy Pelosi camp. I can't join them in that. I can't pump up like that. I can't put pumps on the ground. But I got you for the Chuck Taylors. I'm here for sporting my Chuck Taylors. I'm not here for the I'm not here for the pumps on the ground. Because I can't do it. So I'm here for it though. Let's get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. We in formation. And I got my chucks, we ready to go. Now they doing all these shout outs and calls out to uh to uh to the folks, the black women for Kamala doing all the shout outs. So I gotta get in touch with the Peabody Museum people. They want me to come over there and take a look see. Oh, I've got some stuff going on the porch today. Vision 2034, New Haven's comprehensive plan. So Shah, who does community engagement for the International Festival of Arts and Ideas, is going to be on the porch today doing the surveys for like an info session of what that looks like. And so if you're around 75 Ivy Street, pop by. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. And if you miss her today, she'll be here for Christmas in July on Thursday with her laptop and whatever. So I'm hoping people will drop by. If not, we'll just pull people off the street, you know. So yeah, it's a New Haven's comprehensive plan in depth. It's your opportunity to see what your role is as a citizen of this city. You know, it's a good opportunity. If we don't ask the questions, how do we know? If we don't ask the citizens questions about what they want to see, how will we know? So the comprehensive plan is a roadmap for the city's future. So you will be encouraged to discuss issues, ideas, and opportunities related to life in New Haven with other New Haven residents. So anyway, she's got stops along the way, but she's gonna be over here on the porch on Monday, which is today, from 5 to 7, and then she'll be here for Christmas at July on Thursday. So hopefully the weather will, not be crazy, and we could do the damn thing. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. So let's get it. Let's get it. So yeah, so if you're around, if you're in Newhallville, and come through. So that's all I'm saying. We got work to do. We can get it done. Whew, I'm hot. I think it's a humid day. It's a humid day. So I'll see y'all in a minute. I gotta go get a drink of water.
Here we go on the smooth side. Let's take a ride in stride, and I'm the guide with the sauce. And of course, I don't want to be the king or boss, I just want to get my point across. Cause it's time to organize, open your eyes, realize we're on the rise. To the climax, time to take charge. Whoever said they can't live large, and seek out fortune without distortion. Stop living for just a small portion. There is a move to make, we gotta take the chance to break. All chains become awake, cause this is the new wave. To be proud and brave, and I ain't going out like a slave. In 89, I'm living like a champ. You step out my face, talk about a food stamp. Taboos put it at ease, freeze. It's time to get paid for times like these. We can't take short, so take the loss. So take it from the cane and go for yours, cause